So it's half term again. What should we do today?
I don't know, I think we should try and make some sushi.
Yeah, do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I found these things in the pantry. We've got
Some sushi rice.
yeah, and we've got this.
Some sushi rice vinegar.
Yeah, so you mix those together, don't you?
Yeah.
And then we've also got
Some sushi nori, which is a seaweed to go around the outside of it.
yeah, that sounds good. That's great. And then we've got this stuff.
The wasabi, not to be confused with mushy peas.
Yeah, what
'Cause
happens if you confuse it with mushy peas?
You will blow your head off.
Yeah, very, very spicy, isn't it? And we've also got this.
Ginger, our favourite.
Yeah.
So what you could do with that, you could put it on the side of your plate.
Yeah.
So you could have that as like a little side to eat with your sushi, or
Yeah.
you can use it to cleanse your palate in between each sushi bit.
Yeah, that sounds good to me. Got some nice little bowls. What can we put in those? What could we put in there?
Sushi.
Yeah, or we could have
Soy sauce.
yeah to dip the sushi in. Obviously, we've got some chopsticks to eat it with, but generally speaking, if I use those, everyone else eats too fast. To go in the sushi, we've got some nice, beautiful
Avocado.
avocado, and we've got some nice.
Salmon.
And what else is in the fridge?
Some prawns.
Yeah, and also some cucumber, which we could put in, couldn't we?
Yes.
So I think what we need to do now is get the rice cooking, and we'll rejoin. So we'll start by boiling the rice, and we'll rejoin you when we're mixing the vinegar into it. Okay, so the next stage, what are you adding there now?
I'm adding sushi vinegar to the rice.
Yeah.
So we need 3 tablespoons of it. So here's one.
Excellent.
And just gonna do the other one.
And the third, that's great.
Now we just need to fold that in to the rice.
It's a nice Japanese rice paddle thing you've got there.
Mm.
I'm good.
Right, and now we're gonna start making the sushi.
So I see we've got the knife sharpener here. Have you sharpened the knives?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so that's always a good thing to do, isn't it, when we're doing this? So put that back out of the way in case we need it later. So you've got some cucumber, I've got some salmon to chop up first, and then I'm going to do my best with an aubergine. So you're going to make some nice little fine sticks out of that, and you can put them on. There's a plate here, you can put those on one end, can't you then?
Yeah.
Ready for when we actually start making the sushi itself. So I'm just cutting small bits here. Fully aware I wouldn't be making any prizes for being a sushi chef, but for our entertainment, got some nice little bits here that we can put in afterwards. Just watch how you cut it. Can you cut it on the chopping board? Mm-hmm. No, not like that. That's better. That's good. Meanwhile, the rice is cooking, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, so we've got the salmon in nice pieces, we've got the prawns, we've got the avocado, and we've got the cucumber, so that's lots of bits to go in it. We've got the ginger and the soy sauce. You're going to put a bit in each of those bowls ready for when we're able to eat all this. The rice I can hear boiling away in the background. great.
We'll put the lid back on so nothing else can get into there.
Yep.
And then a bit of soy sauce in the other one.
But not too much.
Okay.
And there we go. That is the prep finished.
Okay, shall we try it and see how we get on? So there's two sides. This one's a bit smoother, can you see, and one's a bit rougher. So we want the rough side up on the little bamboo mats. And then we need to spread some of the rice. First of all, you're supposed to wet your hands. So I've got just a clean, wet cloth so that the rice doesn't stick to my hands. Yep. And I'm just going to make a nice layer of rice across there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just pressing it down. It's amazingly sticky. It's funny how rice, so many different types of rice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's take a bit more around the edges. Okay, so I'm going to wipe my hands again, and then I think we'll have a little bit of cucumber. Nice bit of avocado. And then some of these carefully cut bits of salmon. And I'll just try my hands, wipe my hands again and see if I can roll it up.
Remember.
Bringing that over, making sure everything's tucked in, look.
Yep. Good.
Okay, so let's take that off. And now I'll just wet my blade again.
The end ones don't always work.
No, I think you have to have an end like that, don't you?
Yeah.
But as you go down, it will cut more nicely.
Yeah.
Go.
So where do you put them after you've done that, Dad?
We'll put them on this nice little tray.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so there they are. So are you going to have a go now?
Yeah.
Right, so let's just wipe the
Mat.
get the last bits of rice off from the last time. And then,
So first thing's to wet my hands with a
Yeah.
nice clean cloth. And so that's the rough side.
yeah,
The rough side is up,
yeah,
and now I take the Japanese paddle spoon thingy, and put some rice straight onto these.
yeah. You
Sushi
maybe don't
seed.
want to, just perhaps try doing half. Just do half this time, because otherwise we're not going to have enough, are we?
And then you spread all that rice around, trying to make it a nice even layer.
Mm.
Do you want to put some more on, please, Daddy?
Yep.
Thank you.
You might need to wet your hands again.
Yeah. Wipe my hands so the rice doesn't stick.
Okay. We've not got a perfect layer, but I think you've probably got just about enough to use that as half of it.
Yeah.
And then they'll have a bigger wrap of seaweed round than the ones I did, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So what are you going to put into yours?
So I was thinking about doing some cucumber
Okay.
because
So
cucumber is nice. And I'm probably going to do a few prawns.
shall we try and make them so? Yeah. We've got to be able to roll them up. So what about just trying to slice them? And then you can use them a bit more like that, can't you?
Yeah. Do you want to slice that one for me?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You gonna add anything else into it?
You could always have some salmon too if you wanted.
I'll put a few bits of
Remember, we want to try and keep those in as straight a line as possible.
Yeah.
That's looking good.
A few bits of salmon in there. I'm not really putting any avocado in there because I don't really like avocado.
Okay, we all have problems.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it up,
Yeah,
being careful.
Remember to tuck it in.
Yeah.
it's going okay.
Good.
Make sure it's nice
Intense.
cylindrical. And take that bit there off.
Now just keep rolling.
Rolling it over.
It's looking good.
And then should.
Yeah, that looks
Come on.
good. Really hard bit cutting it. Because you've got to try and just use the blade.
Without putting any pressure onto it.
Yeah, let it do the sawing as well. So otherwise they just crush.
Yeah.
But they're looking good.
Yeah.
So Dad, is this the rough side?
Yeah, yeah. If you want to just check, you can just lift it a bit and you can see that's
Yeah.
definitely shinier the other
That's
side.
definitely shiny. So this is the rough
Yeah.
side.
Okay.
So I'm going to just wet my hands a bit.
Yeah, good plan. Rice shouldn't stick as much. Does still stick, but not when it sticks much.
I'm going to get some good here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you pass you a bit more?
Please. Thank you.
Okay. It's very sticky, isn't it? At least the clean wet cloth does get some of it off. Obviously,
It's
it's the
sticky.
clean cloth, not the one we use to wash the dishes.
Obviously.
Oh, it's horrible. Next bit, what do I do now?
Now you're going to just lay down the centre of there what you want. So the salmon, you've seen everything that your brother and I prepared.
Add some salmon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Salmon is delicious.
I'm definitely going to add some avocado because I love avocado.
Yeah, good.
Right, now
Maybe just put another bit of salmon that far end, look.
Yeah, okay.
Just, I know we'll end up trimming some of that. Go on.
And now I'm going to fold this over.
Squeeze, yeah, that's it. Good.
Making sure it's that nice cylindrical.
Cylindrical. Is that even a word?
Yes.
Yeah, it is definitely a word.
Oh, okay.
But you need to go and roll the wrap.
Have I done this completely wrong?
No, not completely wrong. Just unroll the mat a bit and get the mat out the middle. Now you can re-roll it with the mat like that. That's brilliant. Absolutely. You've got it nice and tight because of the way you just did that. So
So it could probably be one of the better ones.
well done. That's looking good. Thank you. Remember,
Which one do
you use that one. You might just want to wipe that with the wet damp cloth. Wrong way again. That's better. Otherwise, you risk cutting your hand. Just remember, we did sharpen these before. Right, so that's the waste bit at the end. Good. Excellent. Don't think we're quite sushi grandmasters yet, but this is really impressive. We've all managed it. Well done.
And then you would just dip it into there, and then you would just eat it like that.
Yeah.
I would ginger on if you want to.
Yeah, I'm going to try one of yours.